Heather. Heather, look. It's Tom Thumb. Tom. There's Heather. He took my seat, Heather. Did it. Pinned Heather Pooh. I know I'm standing because I had my perfect seat going. It's my vanity seat. Tom, why did you steal my chair? Come here, let me see your dirty little face. Tom, dumb. Heather, you don't get to see him too often. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy, Heather. Tom. Oh, he looks so annoyed. He gave us an eye roll. Flipping the tail. I live in an attic. How did you guess? I hit the off button, Heather. I literally hit the off button to my phone. So we're getting a good little dose of Tom Thumb. $34 in chat, 2 likes. Thumbs up, give me some likes. Double tap the screen to like the stream.
Cool season is coming. Soften the clothes with the #1 lotion tissue. Puff.
Think one person can change the world? So do we.
Welcome to Oberlin.
Welcome home.
Hi Wayne, hi Len, hi Hater.
In the V6-powered Nissan Frontier, out monster a monster truck.
What's up, you guys? Make sure you have something to drink.
Not that you would, but you could. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality.
Cheers. Hi, warm one. To you, YouTube. It's only us tonight. We're not multi-streaming, no multi-pass. So we are just on YouTube tonight. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, sub up. Make sure your notification bells are on so you can always check in with Tom Thumb the cat here. Heather, I didn't think we would be streaming with Tom Thumb tonight. Mega pint of wine. Yeah, 2 liter of Canada Dry, you guys. It's not that exciting. So make sure you have something to drink. Make sure you're wearing something comfy. Make sure you have something to smoke. I don't like Verner's ginger ale. You know what? You know why? Because Verner's ginger ale tastes like actual ginger. This is a little more sugary tasting. Verner's is a little disgusting to me. No, I don't like Schweppes either, you guys. I only like Canada Dry. Make sure you have something to smoke. Blink if you love Cleveland. The Mega Pint reference, you like that? Well, we are a MAGA channel here, so everything is MAGA here. Shasta. Here, I am coughing on this one. Thumbs down. Okay, thank you. HIV in chat, thank you. Hi, Free Ride. You're still on the road? Hi, Len Smith. Well, I can see why you're giving people thumbs down. You're very angry looking. Well, I'm not going to subscribe to you either. How about that? Angry looking woman. Oh, did he leave? Okay, good. You're going to get there at 1:30? Okay, I hope so. Because I don't like you driving so much, and I definitely don't like you driving and texting. I'm worried for your safety, so be careful. Okay. So make sure you like the stream. My name is Jennifer. You've reached my channel, The Real Housewife of Cleveland. We're streaming in my guest bedroom tonight. You know, you guys know I don't film a lot of my house, right? But I have filmed my guest bedroom before. I've filmed other areas of it, though. I don't think I've ever filmed over here at my vanity. I did the other night, so I figured, what the fuck? We'll just film in front of my vanity tonight. I thought that would be a little bit different. Thank you, Peter. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Hi, Crazy Bran. How are you? Hi, Daniel. Juggins. Cute name for your channel. What's a vanity? A vanity is like a place where a woman puts her makeup on and gets her shit together. So this is my vanity. This is where I get ready. This isn't my bedroom, but this is my guest bedroom, and I keep my vanity where I get ready and do my makeup and stuff in my guest bedroom. I keep a lot of my stuff in my guest bedroom. So this is my Art Deco vanity from the 1920s, well, 20s, 30s. So this is where all of my most maybe precious stuff is, right here, where I get ready every day. Hi, Aramis. Oh, thank you, Aramis. The place looks cozy. Thank you, Peter. It is. Thank you for subscribing. Azazel taught you about makeup. Take that cake off. I don't have any makeup on, honey. I don't have any makeup on. I'm makeup free. So Azazel has nothing to say to me, weirdo. But my Labubu, Pazuzu, might have something to say to you. Coming in here talking like that. Yeah, I'm not wearing any makeup, honey. I usually am natural and do my makeup free streams. But just because you're in here talking about Azazel, I'm going to put some hot pink lipstick on just for you. I'm going to get real slutty for you. We're just putting this on for you. I wasn't going to put any lipstick on or any makeup on tonight, but because you came in here basically calling me the devil's whore and Jezebel, I'm putting some on. There you go. There's your fucking Azazel. There's your whore. And I don't wear pancake makeup. I've never worn makeup on my face in my life. So there, Jezebel, that asshole. Ceramization, reverse psychology, Jedi mind trick. Jedi mind trick. Nobody, none. Chris Murray, hi. What the Jeffrey bullshit? What the Jeffrey Dahmer bullshit is going on here? Hi, Sarah Smith. No Jeffrey Dahmer stuff yet. Daniel Juggins. Oh, I'm an interesting lady. Thank you. Yes, that's why I live stream. I am interesting. Thank you for noticing. What you guys have run into is my daily diary. I document my life on live streams and on a public platform. So tonight we've done a little something different. I usually don't stream in this part of my house, but I'm feeling like we should do a little something different for a Saturday night stream. We're also not multi-streaming. We're not on Twitch and we're not on Kick. We're just gonna stay on YouTube tonight. Why? A little experiment. I'm just wanting to see what my numbers are doing when I'm not multi-streaming. Because you want to know what? Want to know a secret? My numbers are a little bit better when I'm not multi-streaming. You'd think if I'm on more platforms, I would do better. Actually, I think if I'm just on YouTube, YouTube pushes my content out a little more. So we're just gonna do a little checky poo tonight with that. Free ride moto, I'm going to ask you to ban them yourself, okay? That's not for me to do. I only ban people in my chat that dox or are really getting under my skin, and my trolls don't get under my skin. I expect trolls to be in here. So if anyone in the chat is bothering you guys, you can hit their name and block them from you being able to see them. Or they can't see you're in there, whatever. You guys, I can't remove every troll and asshole from my chat. There'd be 3 of us left in here. And that's not good for my algorithm. That's not good business. You feel me? So we try to have a more free speech chat in here. We let people try to say whatever they want, as long as they're not hurting me, my family, or you guys, or each other, okay? So, buck up, buttercup. We're in a YouTube chat room. It's going to get fucking messy. I'm having a good day. Thank you for asking. But hey, free ride, thanks for looking out for me. I appreciate it. I know that's what you were doing. We have our slut lipstick on for the person in the chat who came in and told me I was wearing pancake makeup. Literally 0 makeup on my face. 0. I like to be more of a natural girl. The power of Christ compels you. The music is relaxing. Yes, it is. It's 1920s and 30s music, and it's one of my favorite vibes, okay? I'm a little bit of a vintage antique girl. So let's see what the name of this channel is. I'll tell you, it's a YouTube channel. I'm watching a YouTube stream right now. The name of the channel is Oldies Music. So go to @oldiesmusic. And this is called Cozy Night Indoors with 1930s Oldies. That's what this is called. So yes, enjoy that. Oh, now we got a 21-second commercial. I fucked it up, you guys. Tapestry. Oh, yes, the tapestry. So this is vintage. This is from the 70s. I bought this at an estate sale. So it's lovely. It's obviously Alice in Wonderland. And the caterpillar on the mushroom smoking a hookah. A big-ass hookah. I love it. It's like a silky material. Oh, don't hiss at me. That was Tom Thumb going by hissing. Yes, thank you for noticing. How young am I? I am 56 years old. I was born in 1969, so I am Generation X. That being said, we are looking for a more mature chat on my channel. I'm looking for a more mature audience, and I have it. So that's what I'm looking for. You must be 18 years or older to be in my chat. If you're under 18, I ain't having it. I don't want you here. No kids allowed in my chat, you guys. In school days, reading books in front of the class or school, not without any text material, delivering speech to the world through YouTube. How do you feel becoming older? I love growing older. With age comes grace, beauty. It is a gift, and I'm thriving in it. That's why I stay natural, and that's why a lot of the reasons why I do live stream. I don't dye my hair. I don't get Botox. I barely wear makeup. I don't do anything to my face, and I never will. Hi, Kelly. You're Generation 2, Generation X2. Wonderful. Alvin is 56 as well. Good. You're the kind of people I want in my chat. Welcome. Good to see you. Your Generation Y? I'm not sure what that is. But you're being silly. 1969, Len Smith says. Yeah. So, oh, you can troll me. This is nothing. I myself am a professional troll, and I've been live streaming for 3 years. I've been doxxed. I've been swatted. I have clippers. I have reaction channels that cover me and try to fuck up my life. They send shit to my house. They use my live streams and steal them and make their own content. They make their own channels. Call them the Real Housewife of Cleveland is an asshole. So, believe me, a couple words that you might say to me in chat gonna roll off my back like duck off a water's back. Did you hear what I said? Duck off a water's back. Water off a duck's back, you silly girl. Yeah, Generation X can handle anything. I spent most of my childhood alone in a fort in the corner of my basement, so I'd be fine on the YouTube. Damn. Who's the keeper of my key? My husband, Skippy. Skippy, my husband of 18 years. He is my soulmate. Skippy. That's why I call myself the Real Housewife of Cleveland, because I'm a happy housewife. I'm living the dream. Oh, Christopher says, redheads usually don't need any makeup. I used to have one just like you. Exactly. I don't like wearing makeup. Let's take down the hair, right? I don't have my ring cam up here. My hair is usually brighter. I can probably move this light up. Oh, that's probably better, huh? Oh, there we go. There. So this is my natural hair color. Let's take it down. Okay, the light's really going in my eyes. But yeah, there you can see me better. Anywho, that is me. That is my natural hair color. So enjoy. It was kind of bothering me up in that knot. It's been up in that knot since early afternoon. Since my last live stream. So we keep this down. We'll take this down. Should we keep that light on me like that? It might be too much. Happy hippie high. I don't know what the Cleveland chili is. I don't know what that is. You tell me. There we go. There she is. There's that little bitch. Who does she think she is? Me. That's who. CBD? Absolutely not. I don't touch CBD. What a waste of my lungs that would be. Straight THC. I'm a cannabis content channel. And I may be monetized, but we are cannabis content on this channel. Huckleberry! What's up, girl? What strain am I puffing on? Okay, so this is something Skywalker. I just put it in. Was it OG Skywalker or I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Something Skywalker. 420 for life. 420 for life. So I myself am a Star Wars fan. So I picked the Skywalker. We had a couple different strains. And it was an indica, so I was happy about that. Let me just fix this, because since I took it down for you, now it's weird since it was up in the thing. Let me just comb it down. I love Star Wars too. Me and my husband are big fans. I saw the original Star Wars in the theater when I was 10, and I cried during the garbage compactor monster scene. I was very afraid that Luke Skywalker was going to get eaten by the monster in the water, and I cried in fear. So let that sink in for a minute. So, shall we, you got one that's called Permanent Marker Star Killer Cereal Milk. Oh, I love it. It all sounds wonderful. Let me put this light up here. I think that might be better. You know, I just looked right into my light. Not great. Not a great idea. How is that? That's all right, isn't it? I didn't bring my ring light up here, Huckleberry. I should have. Huckleberry and Heather are in the house. Hi, Roscoe Station. Hi, Kelly. I haven't tried the planetary strains, Earth, Saturn, Mars. No, I haven't seen or heard of them. I'll be on the lookout now that you've said something. Gross. Suwani, Helmstead, gross. You're saying the lighting looked fine? I had to move it. It was like giving a glare in my eyes. And then to fix it, I looked directly into light. So now I burned my retinas out completely. I can't see shit. Earth OG is really good for anxiety. Well, that's why I smoke weed, is medicinally for anxiety. Also, I have protracted withdrawal from getting off benzos, so I'm always withdrawing. Usually I'm asleep at this time of night, but because of my protracted withdrawal, I couldn't sleep tonight. So it was too late to take a gummy, it was too late to do anything like that, so I figured I'd just push live for like an hour, hour and a half. I usually don't stream this time of night, but I thought I would give it a try. Well, that's not true. Maybe some Fridays and Saturdays I will stream late night, but those are really the only nights I like to stream late night. Hi Jennifer, welcome to chat. My name's Jennifer too. Benzo withdrawal is the absolute worst. Yes, and I've gone through it numerous times. I was on benzos for 20 years, and I've told this story a lot. It's a huge part of my streaming story and what I talk about, this being my diary. The last time I got off of it, I had been on it for 20 years. You're only supposed to be on benzos for a few months. So it did serious damage to my brain and to my body. It gave me protracted withdrawal. I had to go into the hospital, specifically the psych ward, for 6 days to get off it. Because they were afraid I was going to either have a heart attack, a stroke, or die. They had to give me a professional detox with phenobarbital. So they stopped the benzos completely, gave me phenobarbital, and checked my vitals literally every 15 minutes for 6 days. My blood pressure was so high they thought I was going to do something, either stroke out or die or something. It ended up being okay, and I ended up getting off the benzos at that point, but from that point on I had protracted withdrawal. So what that is you have withdrawal for the rest of your life. Why? Because the benzos you were on too long gave you a bit of brain damage. Now my body doesn't know how to stop withdrawing. So a lot of times I'll be on stream having to smoke a lot of weed. That's why I'm a cannabis content channel. A lot of times I'll be like this with my leg, and people will be like, what are you on speed? No, I'm withdrawing all the time. I withdraw like a heroin addict from the time I get up till the time I go to bed. Some days are better than others, and I've learned to manage it with tools. So there's that. Oh, you were on fentanyl, Brutus, Queef Cake. I like the name of your channel. You were on 150 fentanyl patch for 9 years. It took a year and a half to stop feeling withdrawals. Well, yeah, I still feel withdrawals years later, okay? And I've gotten off benzos 3 or 4 times in the past decade. So that alone wasn't helpful to me. So I'm always going to withdraw. It's just how it is. And even my doctors at the Cleveland Clinic, every once in a while, they put me back on benzos. And when I say back on benzos, I mean as needed, not every day, maybe like during the holiday season. And they watch me very carefully to make sure I don't get addicted. This last holiday season, I had 15 pills to last me 3 months to use as needed. I still have 6 of those pills. That's how good I did. But a couple days in a row, I did take them. I took them like 3 days in a row. And then I would literally feel the actual withdrawal again and then go back into protracted withdrawal. So it's a mess. But when I do get to take those benzos every once in a while, and I do take them when I go to the dentist too, it's a nice relief. But I'm here to tell you that watch your benzos because they will fuck you like they fucked me. Look, I can't say a clear sentence. I can't grasp words. I'm like someone with Alzheimer's half the time. So yeah, I will shake and shudder like an old woman, like a heroin addict. So you got to be careful. You really can't be on benzos for a long period of amount of time, or it will get you. Yeah, you were on Lunesta too. So I was on Ambien. So I was on either Xanax or clozapam and a ton of Ambien too. And I think back then I was even drinking a little bit here and there. Okay, so not good. They really helped your social anxiety. Yes, they really do. Me too. I have severe social anxiety, and even now I do take them. I say when I go to the dentist, so I go to the dentist every 3 months. So that day when I go to the dentist, I'm like, hey, what's up to everybody on my way there? You know, if I'm out and about on the street, I'm not looking down like nervous. I'm, hey, what's up to people? So yeah, it helps the social anxiety so much. So what are you gonna do, right? I'm with you there. Hi, Jennifer. You're in Tennessee. Nice to meet you. I'm Jennifer in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, people don't realize benzo treatment is acute and only for like 2 weeks max, 3 at the most. Yes, acute. Mike says, are you natural reddish blonde? You're bush reddish blonde? Well, you'd think I'd be offended by the question. What I'm offended by is that you assume I would have a bush in the year 2026. What the fuck, dude? Do you have a bush? Do you like ladies that have bushes? Because I haven't had a bush for 20 years. That'd be shaved smooth like Barbie. Like, what is wrong with you? And yes, this is my natural hair color. So whatever my natural hair color is, that usually grows the same color. Are you 12? Or did you just need to know that? It's a normal question because I'm a redhead. Trust me, I get it pretty much every time I go live. But the fact that you would assume I had a bush, like really? Really? Is that how I come off to you as the girl with the big ass 70s bush? No, you'd be mistaken there, my friend. Do I support 420 activities? Yes, I do. This is a cannabis content channel, you guys. Oh, well, you know the Alzheimer's risk, so you take neurotropics like alpha lion's mane. I have no idea what that stuff is, man, and I definitely don't want to take any of that stuff. Weird fucking herbs and shit gonna be worse for you in the long run, I feel. I don't know. But you gotta pick your poison, right? So I respect if that's working for you, do what works for you, I guess. But no, I wouldn't be doing that myself. BB Fishman says nonsense to us all. Nonsense, BB says. Oh, Kitty, come back over here with me. TM Thumper says you should look into it. It does work. Okay, I might then. Let me read back what you said. Neurotropics like alpha, GPC, lion's mane. Okay, I might talk to ChatGPT about that later. Ooh, Colleen Benedict. You've been on Klonopin for 12 years for anxiety and epilepsy and you want off of it. Well, doll, if you want off of it, you're going to have a lot of health risks and a very hard road, and you're not going to be able to do it yourself, period. You are addicted mentally, and your body is addicted physically. If you try to go off it, you will have a seizure and die. So if you want to go off of it, my advice to you is talk to your general practitioner doctor. Tell them you want to go off of it on a medical detox so it is safe. Go in and put yourself in the hospital like I did. You don't have to go in the psych ward. I was a little crazy at the time, so I had to do that. You get put in a hospital, you stay there for 2 or 3 days, and you have a medical detox, and they watch you. There's no way you can be on a benzo for as long as you have and just get off of it and be okay. So I worry about you, and you should worry about yourself. Also, if you have epilepsy, I mean, I don't know if you should even consider going off of it, right? Because you need that for your epilepsy. That would trigger epilepsy for you going off of it, would it not? I think it would. So I think it would give you more health risks going off of it. If you're on it, you're addicted. Just make sure you have it. But going off it would be very harmful to you.
I could stay for free. At the Waldorf Astoria and the mall.
Twitchy Wax says, I have epilepsy. Hi, Twitchy Wax. Welcome to chat. How are you?
Anywhere, anytime. It matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
Check out these.
You've been through 11 treatment centers. They took me off in 1 month, bedridden for weeks. I know all about that. I'm sometimes still bedridden. Sometimes that shit doesn't go away with benzos.
Walgreens.com.
No. Other way. You twisted it the wrong way. What do you want me to do? Just look down. All right, just look at me. Look what I'm doing. Yeah. All right, you see the way I'm twisting it? Yeah. All right, turn it that way.
Okay, so leader of the pack says you were addicted to pain pills from the hospital, codeine and methadone.
Just drop it. All right.
Then you stopped that and you went to heroin and you quit all yourself after 15 years cold turkey by yourself. Wow. Congratulations and good for you. I'm going to give you a little spin because you're amazing. Everybody be like that person. And that person is leader of the pack. Good job. Good job. Bravo to you, my friend. Okay, so this is a monetized stream, so I have to be careful what I say and do on the stream, okay? Not all of my streams are monetized, but this one is. So we're going to be very careful. We're going to do a little something off camera. You know what it rhymes with? Smoking schmott. So I don't know what you're doing, but do you want to sesh with me? We got to do it off camera. Just a little tiny seshy poo. A seshy poo with the labubu. I can show you only a little bit of it. This is my labubu. Are you ready? So let's go at the count of 3. Sesh with me. We're in my guest bedroom in front of my Art Deco vanity. It's so exciting, you guys. Oh, the cat took my seat again, you guys. I've been on benzos for almost 20 years. I pretty much destroyed my life getting off them. Yeah, exactly, Rising Sun. Nice to meet you. I did it, but life is not the same. You well said. Well said. Ditto. Exactly. But I'd rather be off them than on them. My doctors tell me all the time, Jennifer, why don't you just go back on them? And I say no, because I don't want to be a zombie again. And I've worked this hard. I will go on 1 or 2 a couple times a year as needed. And I am able to do that without sucking down the bottle and wanting more. Those few days, I do get relief, and it is heaven. But the next day's hell, you know, as you can imagine. So I'm with you guys. It's not the same, but I'd rather be off them than on them. I'll tell you that. It's a grind though, right? It's a daily fucking grind, you guys. Daily fucking grind. Speaking of, look, daily grind. This is a daily grind, you guys. Let's see, is there something in there? Oh, it's absolutely full. I can't show you because we're being monetized, but I'll go over here. La la la. Did you like that grinder? Did you like my pun on words there? Pretty good, right? Pretty good. Are you ready? I made a pun. I made a funny. So do you like my labubu? When I'm not on camera doing this, we just be seshing off camera together, okay? Yeah, the Labubu Bong. The Labu Bong. How's Baxter doing? He's good. He's downstairs. Skippy's home tonight, and Skippy's asleep on the couch. So I'm up here doing this. Baxter is sleeping with Skip on the couch. Baxter's doing great. He's sleeping. What's the name of the music? Dropping Deuces. So this is a YouTube channel. The name of the YouTube channel is Oldies Music. At Oldies Music. And the name of the stream is Cozy Night Indoors with 1930s oldies music playing in another room. I can't sit down. Thomas took my seat again. Thomas! That's little Tom Thumb. Little Tom Thumb. Little Tom Thumb. Sometimes he's mean. So if he bites me, don't be too excited. So yeah, I love 1930s music. This particular one is an hour and 4 minutes long. So when I do smoke off camera like this, I like to call this Stoner Chick ASMR.
So we're going to the Winter Olympics with P&G.
Stoner Chick ASMR. Listen. Oh yeah, so Xanax was one of my problems too. Mine was Clozapam, and Xanax. And then I was on Ambien too, so I was an absolute zombie train wreck. Air Force, thank you. That's Tom Thumb, the special needs cat. Rising Sun, you tapered. Yeah, I wasn't able to taper. They said that tapering would cause me to have a heart attack because it would be too hard on my body and too prolonged. They said I had to do it fast, quick, hard, and then that gave me brain damage and the protracted withdrawal. So you're going to get fucked no matter how you get off of it, really. So don't get addicted to it, you guys. Ooh, Leader of the Pack said they had me on 160 Percocet. What? And 240 methadone. And they stopped. And I was going through hell, and I turned to heroin, and that made my life terrible. I had enough. I quit. Good. You know what? That's how I felt, too, a lot of the time. I just was done. Krampus is over here, and I have good news about that. Guess what? The door's open. The door's been open since the fight. Do you remember the fight last week where there was blood? Yeah. So they did learn their boundaries that day, Heather. So the door has been open, and they've been literally within 2 to 3 feet of each other at times. They're still not fucking with each other, but they're not fighting either, Heather. So it's really exciting. So Krampus is feet away. I'm not going to go and film him because I don't put the phone, the phone, the camera in Krampus's face, and I don't film up here. That being said, I'm not going to take the phone off this corner in my vanity because I don't want to film any other part of this guest bedroom, and I don't want to film any other part of the upstairs of my house. Being a live streamer, I've made a lot of my life public, and I wish I hadn't, and so I do keep a lot of my life private now. But I thought I'd bust out the vanity for you guys. Thank you for asking, though, Heather. Heather, it's going so much better with Krampus. We've had such a breakthrough this week. Since, look at this guy with his hand through there. Look at his hand through there. Tom Sum, you're so cute. He's so cute. He is miniature, you guys. He's like smaller. Let me see, how old is he? 7? He's 7. But he's a tiny little guy. Need to give him an itch? I can help. Took my chair, though, you little thing. He's annoyed by me. Look at his tail. That's not a happy tail move. So Huckleberry, I was talking about this tapestry earlier. This is vintage and from the 70s, and I got this at an estate sale. So, yeah, I love that. You have mentioned that a couple times, so that's the story behind that. Skippy did buy that for me at an estate sale, probably over 10 years ago, actually. But I love it. They had 4 different ones. I don't remember what the other ones were, but this was the only Alice in Wonderland one. They were all old movie ones like that. I want to say, okay, so one was a Bambi one. One was Bambi and Thumper. And I remember I liked that one too, but I don't remember what the other ones were. It's pretty cool though, right? I love it too. I'm generally not a person that will put tapestries on their walls. Like, I like pictures, right? I like pictures. But this is probably the only tapestry that I do have. And there's my wedding shoes on the wall right next to it. Those are the shoes I got married in. Those are my 8-inch platform, white patent leather Mary Janes. Yeah, and I got married on the beach, on rocks on the beach, and I wore those on the beach. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So you guys getting a little inside of me today. Ooh, that sounded bad. No, you're not. No, you're not. Oh, look, I got my chair back from Tom. Hey, Air Force, Matt, I'm nice and you subscribed. Thank you. Everybody, if you're not subscribed to my channel, sub up and make sure your notification bell is on. What you run into is my daily diary. I document my life on a daily basis. So sometimes I'll just post a short or a video. But if I can live stream, I'll try to live stream as much as possible, you guys, because that's my favorite thing to do. I am a content creator, but if I can go live, that's the best way to do it. It's got the most organic feel, and that's the way you guys can get to know me better, and the way that I can tell my life story and record it and document that way better. Hi, Lumber. What's up with you, boo? Welcome to chat. Oh, that's a good thing, leader of the pack. I'm going to say that out loud because that also helped me quit too. Okay, I'm going to say that out loud. What helped me, leader of the pack says, what helped me to quit was everybody telling me you can't do it by yourself, and I proved them wrong. Okay, so another thing, AA. I don't like AA because AA says you can never be sober, you're always going to be struggling, you're always going to be sick, you can never do it. That's not true. You can heal yourself and you can get better. I think AA a lot of the times keeps people sick. Okay? You do want to move on with your life. You don't want to tell those stories every goddamn day and go sit around with depressing people and talk about that every day. You might want to move on and do healthier things with your life. I think AA a lot of times will keep people sick. So you can be healed. You can recover. Okay? And a lot of us have. So if someone tells you you can't, that's the best way to do it. Prove them wrong. That's how I've done it, and that's how leaders done it. Also, there's a quote that helped me get through it. A couple quotes. One was, be true to thyself. Just don't lie to yourself, man. Be true to yourself through the whole thing. Take accountability. And the other one was push through it. Push through it. In my hardest moments, still in my hardest moments of withdrawal, of being in the psych ward, of getting my heart checked every 20 minutes, of wanting a pill, of withdrawing so hard that I'm shaking and puking at the same time, push through it because it does get better at the end. And yeah, we don't ever really get better, but this is so much better than being a junkie on pills. At least for me it is. Yeah, Rising Sun, exactly. Everybody, we all support leader. Well, if you guys need to go to meetings, I'm not going to knock that, but it wasn't for me. Okay? I didn't find a sparkly, white, healthy vibe from that shit at all. I found a lot of people who took their drug and made that their higher power. And then they took something else and replaced it with that drug in that group of people. Those people are smoking a lot of cigarettes. Those people are drinking a lot of caffeine. And those people are doing weird sex shit in those groups too, okay? Like, it wasn't for me. Okay? No, I don't need a chip and to go to a place every night and rehash one of my stories from 20 years to feel better. No, what I do need to do is live my life healthily and in a positive way, and that's what I've been doing. It's not about the God thing for me. I'm a starseed. You can talk about God all you want. I like to hear about other people's religions. It was about the fact that I don't believe you can get healthy if you're swimming in your sickness from 20 years ago and everybody else is. I don't know why we're rehashing every bad thing we've ever done and making that our daily conversation. Shouldn't we be like gardening and looking at the sky and rowing in a boat and fishing and being with our family? Like, why are we going to meetings, smoking cigarettes, drinking coffees, and talking to Joe about 20 years ago when we were so high we couldn't see? I don't understand. It doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't make me feel better. It feels weird. That is me, and that is my opinion. So I don't push that on anyone, but that is how I feel about AA, 100%. I don't think it's a good, positive thing at all. Lumber says, I've quit all my demons without any counseling, from pain pills, meth, cigarettes, and weed. I did it all myself and knew inside it wasn't a life I wanted to lead. Oh, I love that about you. And a lot of things that I didn't want to do, I did quit myself. The only thing I didn't quit myself was benzos. I quit smoking cigarettes very hard. I quit drinking alcohol. Haven't drank alcohol in 17 years, you guys. I'm California sober. And I talk about that all the time on my channel. I quit hallucinogens. I quit cocaine. I did a little bit of meth. I just experimented with it, though. It wasn't like I had to quit that, but any speed I quit, right? I used to do a lot of ecstasy. Quit that. I was a psychonaut. I was really into like tripping and trying to find like the meaning of the world and life. Being a starseed, I was tripping to get high at raves. I was trying to find the meaning of life as a psychonaut. I'm still interested in that, but I watch podcasts and do a lot of research now on that kind of stuff rather than actually taking the drugs. Hi, Neo. Hi. Welcome to chat. Oh, see, I like what TM Thumper says. It says, yeah, I was forced to do meetings and treatment. I don't go to meetings. It's all about exercise and meditation. Yes! Yes, exercise and meditation and doing other positive things to fill your mind. Yes, 100%. Okay, as the Pop-Tart Barbie says, 100%. Ooh, woo. Ooh, woo. Agreed. Well said. Hi, John Q. Hi, welcome to chat. Oh, well, Ursula said some good things about networking that is probably very true, too. My son met others in NA that inspired him to stay clean, networked, great job in vacations. Well, that's probably true. I'm a loner, so I was never looking for friendships or networking, right? I have a hard enough time working on myself still. So yeah, I wasn't in it for that kind of stuff. But if that works for him and he's younger, wonderful. Good for him. He's multitasking in a way that I could not. Rising Sun says, once I made up my mind, I was determined to succeed, and I don't feel temptation to get high anymore. It's been years. Yeah, me either. I don't feel temptation to get high illegally. Like I said, I do partake every once in a while, but it is given to me by my Cleveland Clinic doctor, and it is a couple pills in a bottle. You are to take it this day and not the next 2 days after that. So, yeah, same with me. Bravo. Leader says, you have no idea what it's to be, you have no idea what it's like to be addicted until you are. Word. And I am addicted. Huh. Evergreen. Interesting. NAAA is crazy. Outing yourself as an addict and training yourself to see every life event through the lens of using/not using is unhealthy. Agreed. Yes. Agreed. I agree with you 100%. 100% ooh woo. W for you. Well, Ursula's got a completely different outlook on this. Ursula says, my meth dealer was shot in his house. That's how I quit. Ursula, yikes. Yikesy poo. Sorry that you had to see that and go through that. Glad you weren't hurt though, right? The world works in mysterious ways, right, Ursula? Connection is the opposite of addiction, correct. You cannot connect with people when you're addicted. You may use them to benefit you or your addiction, but you won't be able to connect with people while you are in active addiction. PXN says, love wins always. Holiness is power. Sounds good. 80 Devrudra says, yes. Agreed. Agreed. Yes. My hair looks pretty red in this light. I will say the light is giving me red. The darkness cannot contend with the light, PXN says. Toquan084 says, where is your crystal ball? Well, my witch's altar is downstairs, okay? And I don't really like to call it an altar. I have a witch's table. But I don't actually have a crystal ball. I do have a lot of things. I am a green witch, but I don't have a crystal ball. I wouldn't have any use for it. I think it would be fun to have one for novelty's sake, right? I love the old Wizard of Oz, and it makes me think of the Wicked Witch of the West and Dorothy looking in that big crystal ball. Like, I'd love something like that just for fun. But being a green witch, I wouldn't have any actual use for a crystal ball. I'm not psychic and I wouldn't be able to see anything in there. I would just have it because I would think it would look cute. I am sensitive. I'm sensitive to spirits. I can't see or hear them, but I can feel them. And I am a green witch. Ooh, PX says, I was in the occult for many years.
L'Oreal Paris Magic Root Cover-Up. Nothing covers better and faster. The #1 root rank.
Okay, Caspiano is rebuking me. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. You're going to be fine, chat. You're going to be fine. We're having adult conversations here. You might want to try that. Caspiano. Would you want someone to help you escape that life? What? The life I was in with addiction before? No, nobody can help you escape it. You're not ever going to escape it until you want to do it yourself. So no one can help you. I may have wanted someone to help me, but in thinking back, no, I didn't. I didn't want out of that life till I wanted out of that life. And that's the truth. What is a green witch? So I don't have a higher power. I don't praise like Hecate or any of these other gods or goddesses. I don't look up to that kind of stuff. I specifically work with the earth, nature, crystals, that kind of stuff. Do I cast spells? Yes, I do. Do I do a lot of weird shit? Yes, I do. And I used to be a black witch. So I used to be into the occult too. So that's how I learned witchcraft. But I didn't want to do bad stuff. I wanted to just be positive, love, light, and sparkles. So I became a starseed numerous years ago. And when that happened to me, love, light, and sparkles, I don't want to be a black witch. I don't want to be in the occult. So I only do things, saging, good things. Now, I'm not going to say that I don't do a little jar magic. I might be putting people in jars if they're fucking with me and putting them in my freezer and burying them. So don't fuck with me. I'm only human. Thomas McGee! Thomas McGee. Thomas McGee. What's up, boo? How are you, Thomas Mickey? Look, we're up in my vanity room today. Sounds like hoodoo. Yes, it's a little bit of hoodoo. It's not hoodoo and it's not voodoo, but it is funny that you say that. Yes, you're kind of correct. I love you, PXN. I love you. Bird God. You go to Nelson Ledges? I used to literally stay at the Ledges for the summer because I used to be friends with the owners. And it's actually the same owners that are there now. But in the late 90s, I was a bit of a train wreck, still doing drugs, still with the ex-boyfriend. And, well, I'm just going to be honest, the ex-boyfriend was their drug dealer. So when we went to the Ledges, we didn't have to stay in a tent out there in camp. No, we stayed in the main house. And it was pretty wild. It was some wild stuff going on there, I will say that. So I know the Ledges well. Would I go there now? No, you couldn't pay me $1 million to go there now. There's a famous story about me at the Ledges. One time at Nelson Ledges, only one person one time, you know how the employees drive golf carts around and stuff? Well, they let me and my boyfriend drive a golf cart around the one time. You know that big cliff where everyone jumps off? Yeah, we had a little accident and our golf cart went off there. So that's a big story. That was me. So if you know anything about Nelson's Ledges, you will know that I am the one that drove the cart off the ledge. Yes, Heather, that is a Chanel scarf. Jesus Christ, Heather. W for Heather. Let's look at the Chanel scarf. You want to see it? I have a lot of Chanel stuff up here, Heather. Look. I mean, I got Chanel. We got Chanel hair clips here. Ooh. We got a pink Chanel hair clip. I don't even wear all this stuff. A black one. I have a lot of Chanel stuff, you guys. But yeah, this is a Chanel scarf. And what am I going to do with it, right? Nothing. But yeah, it's absolutely fabulous. I could wear it as a halter top in the summer. Right? I could. So yes, Heather, the Chanel scarf. So I never do anything with it, so I keep it up there. Good eye, woman, good eye. Here's another one. Here's another little Chanel clippy poo. A little hair clip is Chanel. Heather, oh, I could show you this, Heather. Look in here. Here's a little jewelry box, Heather. Ooh, look in there. This is all Chanel. Jesus Christ, Heather, you know. All Chanel earrings of all different flavors. Let's see. So we've got orange Chanel earrings with rhinestones. Of course, you know I have pink. I have some rhinestone Chanel earrings. Look at this one. Holy moly, Jennifer. I don't know where I'm going with all these earrings. Obviously, you're not watching me streaming in these. Should I start wearing earrings? Look at this one. Look, I've got Chanel over Chanel. Girls, if you had my problems, I wish my problem... Okay, so I can't take this apart, but look at the size of this one. Damn, hoochie mama. Hooch mama. Hooch mama. Look at that. I lost my fucking mind. I just can't get this black one off of it. Come on, you. Gotta be careful with the... There we go. This is the one I want to show you, Heather. Ooh, I know. La, la, la. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere where I'm wearing these things anymore. But I do have a lot of Chanel. Thanks for noticing, Heather. Here's another one. Just sitting there on my thing like I'm wearing this somewhere. You know, I might take some of these earrings. I was thinking these sparkly Chanel ones and make hair clips out of them. That would be cute, right? But I'd have to take this apart and then use super glue on a hair clip. Do I actually do that to real Chanel? Because these are real. So, do I do that? Yeah, I probably do. Otherwise, they just sit here and I don't use them, right? So there, I just showed you some of my Chanel stuff. Did you love that, Heather Pooh? Thank you for noticing. Heather says, whoa. Hi, John. Welcome to chat. Am I rich? It's a nice house. No, I'm not rich at all. But I do live in a very nice home. This is a 115-year-old Victorian home. 3-bedroom. We are on the 2nd floor right now. This is 3 bedrooms. So this is my guest bedroom right now. This is an antique Art Deco 1920s, 30s vanity. This is where I get ready. This is where my stuff is. In the bedroom where we sleep, we only have our bed. So I have a lot of stuff. So does he. So we have our house filled. But are we rich or wealthy? No, we're not. I did come from wealth. I had a huge inheritance that I should have gotten, which included millions, a mansion, and a horse farm. Did I receive that? No, I did not, because my father was mean to me. You don't own anything, Chanel, Heather? Well, we need to get you something. Is it haunted? No, because I'm a green witch. And I make sure that there are no spirits in my house whatsoever. My home, the day I moved in, was saged and salted, the entire perimeter, by me. So nothing can get in here. It is highly protected. The chain on my phone. Okay, so this is just an arm chain. I bought this at the local smoke shop. I think it was like $11. I was looking for an arm chain because being a content creator, I have a couple phones. I'm always using a couple phones. It also has one of these, which if you ever buy a phone case, try to get one of these. Boy, do these work nice. Not only just for holding a phone, but you can set the phone on a table like this. It'll hold itself up sideways. Love this. So yes. And also my phone case. Do you want to see how amazing it is? Holy shit. So I have something called mermaid syndrome, and anything glittery, psychedelic, I'm about. So, ta-da! Now what? Now what? We have 106 in chat. We have 75 likes. So this is what. Let's get some more likey poos. Double tap the screen to like my stream. Double tap the screen to like my stream, or go up there. So let's get those likes up. If there's 119 of you in here right now, some of you haven't liked it. Let's like it. We're not just asking you to do this for the hell of it. What does that do? That pushes out the algorithm. What does that mean? That means more weirdos can come in here and hang out with us. So do that, and make sure you're subbed to me. If you haven't, sub up. Oh, I see. It's going up. Thank you. And we have even more in chat. We have 124 in chat right now. Thanks, guys. Saturday night. Wait. Educator, sorry for disturbing or bothering you tonight, my dear content creator, but somehow I feel like me and you have met a long time ago, my dear. Dedicated to you, Jace Everett. Bad things. I don't know what that means. I don't know who Jace Everett is or what bad things is. You think you met me a long time ago? Like what, in real life? Or here on my channel? Or in a past life? Because all of those above are possible. I do believe in past lives because I remember some of mine. Not all of them, obviously, bits and pieces, but I believe in reincarnation, and I believe even on this platform, that people can find each other in those ways, and then they do. Souls that know each other find each other in many different ways, you guys. Only cans! Only cans. Only cans. Only Cans is in the house. Hi, Only Cans. Now, there's the thing. Here's Only Cans. She's my friend, and she's a member, so she comes dressed in green, and she has cans. So when she comes in here, I'll be shaking my cans at her. Only Cans. Lucky for you guys. How you doing tonight, girl? How are you? And she coming in with the Mugamoo, the tiny Mugamoo. Thanks, girl. Christ is in chat. Heather Navarro's cracking up. Christ is saying behave. No. Do you say it like Austin Powers? Like, oh, behave. That was a terrible Austin Powers. Oh, behave. Oh, behave. I can't do it, Austin Powers, apparently. Oh, behave. Foot slut army. Foot slut army. Foot slut army. Foot slut I can't do it well right now. Foot Slut Army and ghost toes. My ghost toes are on point tonight. Ghost toes. Yes. Aliens. Yes, aliens. Beating hearts, all of it.
With Walmart Plus, I have the same big benefits.
What is your age? I wonder if you're my age. Ursula Sue, I am 56 years old. I was born in 1969. That makes me Generation X.
See the fullness of up to 5,000.
Do I have a big hairy cat? Yes, right next to me.
Instantly thicker, fuller,
Gold member was the best. You know what the one was that grossed me out so much was the one with the big fat guy that would eat his skin. Oh, how gross was that shit, you guys? But I did like the cats. I liked Dr. Evil and the cats. And how great was Heather Graham in that with the gun boobs, the gun boobies? That is amazing. Yeah, we can't forget about the gun boobies. You're 59, 1967. Close. You're my home girl. You're my home slice. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a more mature audience, you guys. I don't want kids in here. I don't even want young people in here, you know? If I could have it my way, we would be like 30 and over, chat. But let's be real. And the kids are still coming in here. Fembot. Huckleberry says the fembots. And duh, KS, it's year 2026. Yes, like Barbie. And you're a natural ginger too. So I am, this is natural, 100%. I don't diet. I don't do anything at my age. I have the MC1R gene. So I wonder if you have that as well. What have I been doing tonight? Absolutely nothing. Skip fell asleep on the couch for a while, and then we were waiting on the weed guy for a late night weed situation going on. So I did hear he just left a few minutes ago, but that's why I was up here. I was trying to let him get a little bit of sleep because he had a little bit of a headache, but then he had to go out and do that. So we're up late night. So he was trying to get a little sleep on the couch with Baxter. So I am streaming in my guest bedroom in front of my Art Deco vanity. I don't ever stream upstairs or in my bedroom or in my other room, but I have streamed in the guest bedroom before. I haven't streamed this part of the guest bedroom before, and I decided it would be cute to have my vanity area. I'm not going to stream anything else up here, but just to have my little vanity area, it's so cute, right? Irish, true ginger. Gingers are special. Yes, yes, and yes. Wonka says you're the same age as my mom, and I'm 33. Wonderful. Well, I love that I'm the same age as your mom, and you're 33. It's amazing that I even think on that level that I am old enough that I could have had children. That is crazy. I never had children. I never wanted to have children. I worked very hard, me and my husband, not to have children. So, yeah. By choice, I don't have kids, you guys. What size drawing? I don't know what that means. You're transcending right now, OnlyCans? I believe you. I've already transcended. OnlyCans, I have a pimple from the whole situation. Look at it. I haven't had a pimple in 8 years, OnlyCans. Yeah, I didn't have it before 2 nights ago. And I have a raging pimple from the other day. So I share that with you all. I look pregnant. Interesting. Interesting that I look pregnant. I think I'm 95 pounds right now. I mean, I don't know that you get much thinner than this, but I look pregnant. Interesting. Okay, whatever. Weird. I'm 95 pounds. I don't know how much weight you have to lose to not look pregnant then. Thank you, John Raver. I think you might be insane or blind, but that's fine. Tony Stark says, no, she doesn't. She said, that's so cool. Congratulations on the pimple. Yes, I feel like I need some sort of award or something. Absolutely. 8 years pimple-free. Most women wouldn't stream, or they would try to put a bunch of makeup on to cover it. I'd be discussing it with you all and giving you close-ups and talking about my pimple. You have a perfect figure. Thank you, Ursula. Close, not quite perfect. I'm 1 inch off of being perfect. So it's 34, 24, 33. So that's imperfect. It was 34 that I would be perfect. 34, 24, 33. If it would be 34, it'd be right on. So we're a little smaller down there, but I have a good butt. I have a good butt. It's nicely shaped. Hi, Super. Welcome to chat. Only Can says, that means that your skin is still producing oils and you won't be all wrinkled up. Love the pimple. I do love the pimple. And I'm the Real Housewife of Cleveland. Like, if I be having a pimple on my face, we're going to be talking about the pimple, right? I'm not going to be hiding it and be like, nothing's going on. So, I mean, I love that I have a pimple. I haven't had one in years. Let's talk about it. I had a really stressful night the other night. I thought that Father God was an hour and 20 minutes late. No. I was an hour and 20 minutes early because I forgot about the time change, you guys. Not the time change, but that him and I have a time difference of an hour. So when I said on the stream before Father God came on, I'm having a panic attack, and I said it a couple times, I wasn't kidding. You were watching me in IRL having a panic attack. And between that and the lightning and the beating heart and the bee, I got a pimple. I did. Holy Cat says it's the most ridiculous measurement system I've ever heard. I think those are my measurements. I mean, it is what it is. James Santos says, shake it. Super chat it. And I will. Oh, Ursula, I love you so much. She says, I'm a real housewife of Pennsylvania, living well, sort of spoiled. Girl, you're my new girl. Fist bump. Me and Ursula are living the dream. Love it. I love that you're spoiled, and I love that you're my neighbor in Pennsylvania. I heard that you guys had a meteorite the other day that too exploded in Pennsylvania. You know, when that sonic boom happened here in Ohio, it was 20 minutes from my house. It made my garbage bins outside blow off their fucking hinges on the ground. So, welcome to Ohio, people. Yes, I agree with you, Onikans. And if I came off saying my measurements were the perfect ones, I didn't mean to say that. I meant what I've been told is if you have the person, I don't know. I'm going to put my foot in my mouth now, aren't I? Yes, all measurements are perfect. Let me just restate that. I'm going to actually change that one. W. Ursula. Why am I shy? Oh, I'm not shy, sweetie. I'm just not a show pony. And it's late at night and I'm married. So if someone tells me to shake it, I'm not just going to shake it for you. So if you want to see me shake it, you can donate to me via Cash App, which is pinned at the bottom. Or you can send me a super chat, or you can send me a little floating heart gift or something. But I'm not just going to shake it when a chatter tells me to shake it, honey. I shake it all the time. Ask Onlycans. I love to shake it. But if you ask me to shake it, I'm guaranteed not to, unless you're tipping me. It's about money. Well, if it's about sex to you, then it's about business to me. Correct, sir. I am married, so I'm not on here to shake my tits for free for a chatter to ask me to, especially a guy. Hi, Mountain Sparrow. Welcome to chat. What's up, end of the table? How are you? Am I a ghost? Yes, I am a Victorian ghost. But one thing, I do not have ghost toes. Jamie says you're beautiful. Thank you. Just know that you look healthy and strong. Thank you. And I was wrong by saying that, Onlycan. I was trying to say that, like, maybe the perfect outlook of a person's body was supposed to be, like, 36, 24, 36. Isn't that what they say? And I was 34, 33, and I was slightly off. So I'm slightly off. For sure, you guys. I do not have a perfect body. And if I came off saying that way, I don't think I do. So what's my horoscope sign? Oh, especially for 5'2". I'm not 5'2", honey. I'm not even 5'1". I'm not even 5'1". I'm 5 foot and not even 3/4 of an inch after that. So I'm a tiny, tiny little one. My horoscope sign, I'm a Scorpio. I am a triple Scorpio. My rising and my everything are in Scorpio. So Am I a ghost? Ghost gang, shark gang, all of it. Gang gang, no, not gang gang. Ghost gang and shark gang is all I will promote. And Ursula's a Capricorn. Huckleberry says, boo. Yes, I don't mind looking like a Victorian porcelain doll ghost. That's fine with me. If you want to call me a ghost, the whiter my skin, the better. And as summer goes along, I'm going to be slopping on so much sunscreen. I hope to get whiter through the summer. So enjoy that. Jamie, I'm talking too much for the live stream. Okay, it's kind of what I'm here to do. So I'm talking too much. Let's try this. Jamie says I'm talking too much. Would you guys like this in the live stream? He said it again. He just said it again. You talk too much. What would you like me to do on my live stream, Jamie? I'd like you to answer me in chat. What would you like me to do instead of talking? I'm kind of here to talk. I want to hear it. Huckleberry's a Cancer. Heather says, I'm 5'3". Tony Stark is a Gemini with Taurus and Leo. Wonderful. My husband's a Leo. Kid Bang says, just so you know, it's okay to be proud of your own skin. Oh, I am very much so. That's why I stick up for myself. I have, in the past year, have had 16 skin cancer surgeries. Okay, basal cell and squamous. When I say surgeries, I don't mean procedures, burning it off. I mean surgeries. So, I'm very proud of my skin. I'm very proud of as white I am because I don't go in the sun anymore for that reason. I'm about to have another one because I do have another cancer on my arm here. Do you want to see it? It's pretty horrendous. Do you see that? That red mark right there? So that is skin cancer. If you have something on your body that never heals, it's constantly flaking or scaling or something like that, that's either basal cell or squamous. I don't know yet because I haven't had it diagnosed yet. How do I know it's cancer? Because I've had 16 of them. Actually more than that, 17, 18, 19, 20 on my face. But those I didn't have to have surgeries on. So yeah, I have to go have another look-see-poo at that. So that's fun. I do have the fluffiest hair. Bye, Jamie. Look, this is a free speech chat, but if you go to keep coming for me, and I'm going to get slightly annoyed while I'm trying the live stream, I'm going to take you out, okay? Can I make it clap? No, I cannot make it clap. I can make it bounce, and I can twerk sideways and this way, but I cannot make it clap. No. You have skin cancer, no medical coverage. I'm sorry to hear that because it is very expensive. I have primo, the most wonderful medical coverage, so I don't pay anything. All of these surgeries I've had done at the Cleveland Clinic, and I haven't paid shit. I don't even think I paid a copay. So I don't know what to even tell you about that. I used to go to this place called Apex. A couple surgeries I got done there. Apex Dermatology. There's a couple of them around Ohio. You might want to look into them. But I think I still used insurance for that too. With the skin cancer, the thing is, it's cells that grow nonstop. That's why I say if it's, people are always like, oh, it has to be a mole. No, this is not a mole. Look, there's some freckles, but that is a red mark. And if I'm touching it, it feels like scales and it's raised almost like a scab. So what those kind of cancers are, it's cells that just keep growing. So it's not like I can ignore this because it's literally growing out of my arm and it hurts. That's how you know if it's a skin cancer, doll. So if you have any of those symptoms, you know it is. I'm kind of a professional at knowing these things. Oh, so your husband retired and then you don't have your medical coverage anymore? That's terrible. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. All right, leader. It was nice to meet you. Thank you for being vulnerable and sharing your story about your benzos. Thank you. I really appreciate that in my chat. I wish I had been multi-streaming tonight so that we could have had that on the chat forever. But I did say a lot of your comments. I'm very proud of you and you've done well. Make sure you're subbed up to me, not because I want the numbers, but because I want you to come back in my chat again so you and I can hang out. I loved hanging out with you. Goodbye. Have a great night. Hi, Yassine. How are you? I'm good. Thank you for asking. How's the head game? Excellent. How's yours? What's my favorite kind of pizza? What are you, Jeffrey Epstein? So, pizza, I like it cooked well done. I like it like original, traditional. I like sausage and pepperoni. If I'm going wild, I might like artichoke hearts on it. That's it. Lewis Rapp, hello. Yes, Melania would shoot lasers out of her eyes if she saw your hair. Yeah, the hair is good and fluffy today, right? You want to know why? Only cans because I had it up in a knot on my head for most of the afternoon. So you know how that is. If you have it up in a knot and it's there for hours, then you take it down. It's kind of mermaidish, kind of fairy, princess-ish, right? Disney princess-ish. So it's a little bit like that, yeah. But if you saw it close up, maybe the curls aren't going in exactly the right spots. Like we have a little bump here that probably shouldn't be there, right? Fuck it. So you know what we do? We flip it on this side. We do the opposite hair flip. No, that looks awful. We'll try it back here. That's better. Just awful. But yes, Melania has wonderful hair. I do love Melania's hair in real life. It's the volume. I have good volume today. Thank you. Joey, have I ever been called a cougar? Yes, by my husband. My husband is 9 years younger than me. And we've been married for over 18 years, very happily. So he calls me a cougar all the time. Ursula says, my best hair is when I release my Amish bun. Exactly. The older I get, the longer I'm growing my hair. Now I just recently cut 3 inches off my hair. That's because, you know, you're going through times, you're going through cancer, you're going through weird shit. You want to cut those ends off, those bad energy off. But that was just so I can continue growing it longer and healthier, of course. Hi, user. Welcome back. How are you? Ooh, Huckleberry just sent the floating heart. Look, I grabbed it right on time. Thank you, Huckleberry. Love you, sweetie. Appreciate that. Where am I from? Okay, so the name of my channel is The Real Housewife of Cleveland. Hence, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, you guys. And my name is Jennifer. So you can call me Jennifer, you can call me Cleveland, and some people call me Real Housewife. Nice to meet you, Mallory. Morning. Only Kansas says it comes with a high cost. Only Kansas, I love that you keep putting my emojis in the chat. I notice it every time, and I don't take it for granted. I do want to mention that. You guys, Only Cans, her name is in green, and you might notice Huckleberries too, because they are members of my channel. Yes, you too can become a member of my channel for $2.99, and you also can get some emojis like this. Only Cans, Huckleberry, spam chat with my emojis. So here's my emojis right now. Hi, Claire. How are you, doll? Good to see you. Welcome to chat. So there's my emojis. We got Tiny Mugamoo, the 25-year-old Chihuahua. Rest your tiny soul, Mugamoo. I miss you. We got some AI art. We've got my Canada Dry ginger ale, because I'm a crackhead. And what? Last but not least, Killer, the 16-year-old Chihuahua, and Baxter, the 15-year-old Yorkie, who is actually half Gremlin and half Fraggle Rock. So thank you for putting those up there. You can see in chat, there we go. There's a lot of my members right now. So if you too can become a member, I'm trying to collect them right now. My goal is to have all my favorite people be members, and that way I can live stream and just have members. Yep. Wouldn't that be fun? 26-year-old Muggsy, bless him. Yes, he may have been 26 years old. I still say 25, but the reality of it, he was probably 26. Tiny Magamoo, we miss you. Hey Claire, I am in the guest bedroom. I said the ghost bedroom. Do you want to see who's in here with me, Claire? Can I show you who's in here with me, Claire? You're not going to be excited about this. Oh, Claire. I put her away till next holiday, but I don't stream in here, as you well know. She's here. Let's look at her eyes. Okay, they're open. Should we hotbox her? Okay, let's not tonight, because I gotta sleep with that girl, okay? She said should be in the next room. I don't need her coming in. Yeah, the doll. She's a lot. Hi, Lunar Mists from North Carolina. Welcome to chat. 26 in chat for Muggsy. Everybody in chat, can you write a 26 for me? 26 in chat. 26 in chat. 26 in chat. Oh, hello, England. Castro, hi. How are you? Hi, Summer Rain. How are you? You're 26? Lunar Mr. 26, welcome. You're allowed. You have to be 18 and over to be in this chat, you guys. Oh, I just said you were 26, like a retard. You're putting 26, I'm telling you. Put 26 in the chat, and I'll forget again. And I'll accuse one of you of being 26. 26! Shows me how soon I forget things. I know. You're 55. Yes. I caught that minutes afterwards. I'm glad you're telling me your age. Let's just pretend you're 26. Oh, hi, Mystics in here giving out a 26. How old am I? 56. Born in 1969. Generation X. What's wrong with my hair? Is it wrong? Is it bad news, Claire? It's weird. It's wild. It's like a wildebeest. It's like a chupacabra. It looks bright because of the light's on it. I don't have my ring light. I have this strange little desk lamp light going on me. What is it? What about my hair? Does it look awful or does it look great? Let me know. Let me know what's happening, Claire. Is it sesh time yet? Yes. But this is a monetized stream, so we're seshing off camera. Down is 59. Wonderful. That's exactly what I'm looking for, is a more mature chat. So welcome. You're in the right place. Make sure you are subbed and you have your notification bell on, because what you've run into is my daily diary. I am documenting my life, you guys. So I want you guys to come in when I am coming live. I don't care about numbers. I don't care about donos. I like those things. I like them a lot. But what I really want at the end of the day is as many people in my chat from all around the world, all different religions, all different political affiliations, all different colors, speaking different languages. That's what I want. I want diversity. I want it to be and crazy chill. Okay? Claire's like, Skippy. Yeah, Skippy is out doing an errand at the moment. A late night errand. So I might be up a little late night too. Sid Star, I don't like to repeat myself. I said I don't care about numbers, but I like them. I'm not an idiot. Get it together and don't make me sound like a bad person. I'm human. I don't do this for numbers or donos, but I do love them, and they're wonderful. You're a little judgmental. You're a little bitchy, aren't you, Sid Star? You want to catch me? You want to try to one-up me? You want to catch me and saying something wrong? Get the fuck out of my chat. I don't even like you. Bye, Sin Star. You just rubbed me the wrong fucking way. I'll crash out right on you. What do you guys think about that? So much for a free speech chat. Look, you don't even have to say anything really negative, but if you directly just get under my skin or rub me the wrong way, I will take you out in an instant. Ooh, Silver Star from Huckleberry. Catching it. Thank you, hon. Yes, I'm in Ohio. This is Cleveland, Ohio. Hence the name of my channel, Real Housewife of Cleveland. Welcome. Welcome. Rub one out. You want me to rub one out? Okay, let me get right to that on the YouTube live stream while I'm married. Weirdo. Go to Pornhub. Get the fuck out of here. Pornhub is free. You rub one out. I have the Labubu here. The glass one is downstairs. So I do have the little Labubu with me. Hide down. We can mingle. Do you guys want to sesh a little bit? Take your meds and go to bed, lady. Well, I'm not going to bed. I'm staying up late because Skippy's up late at home with me, and I don't take any meds. So thank you very much. Ludimus thinks I have beautiful hair. You're all commenting on my hair tonight. I don't know what's going on different with my hair. The lighting is different. I use a ring light when I usually stream downstairs, you guys, and I didn't bring it up here. The ring light is super bright. So I always have it on super low when I stream, especially lately. This light here is a normal light, and it's cascading on me. So I might be looking crazy bright today. But yeah. You like me being so fit? Thank you. I like it too. And I keep myself very fit. I'm always going to be fit. I work out. I'm active. I have a little bike in here. Yeah. Hi, Melvin. You're from Tulsa? Nice to meet you. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Hi, Alexander Rodriguez. And I'm so beautiful from you, too. Thank you. So I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, United States, you guys. Where are you all from? Can I ask you? Lewis says, who's Skippy? So the whole premise of my channel is that I'm the Real Housewife of Cleveland, right? I'm a housewife. Skippy is the husband. Skippy is the husband. I talk about him all the time. So my channel is called The Real Housewife of Cleveland. Skippy's channel is called Cleveland. You get it? So he's Cleveland, and I'm The Real Housewife of Cleveland. So yes, Skippy streams too. And he's a content creator as well, and he has a very successful channel. He just hit 1,300 subs on his channel. And he documents pretty much every day, you guys. Yes, every day. I would say he documents too. He doesn't do it like I do. He doesn't cam up and he doesn't talk to you people. He documents other stuff. He does like the opposite of what I do. So I have like the girly page and he has like the dude boy husband page. So you guys should go check his channel out. You interested in me? Go see my husband's channel at Cleveland, Ohio 216 Media. At Cleveland, Ohio 216 Media. At Cleveland, Ohio 216 Media. So that's who Skippy is. You want to see? I have a wedding picture here. Do you want to see that? Look, I'm not showing you everything up here, but I'll show you this. Here's a wedding picture I can show you. Oh, that was the first Killer, the original, and Barnabas Maximus the first. But I digress. Here's my wedding pictures. Ooh, look at that. Look at that dress, girl. And Skippy was in a tux and tails. I made my own wedding bouquet, the stargazing lilies, and I got them from the grocery store with baby's breath. I tied that ribbon on myself. Now we're pink and white. We were married on Edgewater Beach, Lake Erie. That was a guru medicine man who he married us legally, but he was no religion affiliation. He was more of a starseed. It was us right after we got married. Kissing and kissing. So those are my wedding pictures. I couldn't walk on the sand because these are my wedding shoes. And so I was having a problem walking on the sand, so he eventually just picked me up and threw me over his shoulder. And there was the car. There's a couple little things I can show you guys. Look, Heather, if you want to see some more Chanel stuff, here's some more Chanel boxes, Chanel cards. Here's another Chanel thing. So this is just like a porcelain little thing. Hello. That should probably be cleaned. I should probably clean a lot of this. I don't know why she's not going off. I do have some fancy barrettes in here. Those are all my rhinestone fancy barrettes. Here's a very old hair clip This is Victorian. You see those Victorian ladies, and they had their big hairs up in buns. Listen to me, big hairs. Yes. What is like Shrek 2? And then I'm a psycho. As a lot of you know, I'm psycho. So in the midst of all this beautiful shit right here, what do you think I have? Just in case. Yeah, right here. Just in fucking case. Put it back there. Okay, so if you're coming inside my window or something, don't bother doing it, people. I'll fuck you up. I also have things like that under my bed, under my pillow. Oh, shit. Okay. Thought I did it. Should we sesh? Do you have something to drink? Are you guys drinking anything? What are you drinking? It's Saturday night. What are you drinking? I'm drinking this. Cheers to you. Let's sesh. Okay, so in code word, poke smot with me, sesh with me if you got something. Yeah, in case the spooky doll comes to life. Let's hope not. Huckleberry, let's hope not. I got a couple dolls in here. Ooh, I have a really spooky doll in here I could show you that you guys have never seen. I didn't make it, but it's really terrifying. Dang it, that just got on there. Oh, you're drinking Pepsi? I love it. And you're drinking water? I used to be a Pepsi drinker. I don't drink enough water. Hi, Mystic. I sleep with a serrated bread knife, but I only use it for a back scratcher. I feel you. Let me show you what's next to my bed. I'm just going to bring it out, okay? I got a couple things. Well, this is the guest room. This isn't even my bed. I'm not even going into my room. So this is in the guest bedroom. We got this. Okay. I don't know what this is. Some old army impaling type thing. Okay. And then this was next to the bed. We're not going to go in my bedroom and show you what's next to the bed there. Okay, but different type of shit. So you won't be coming in my house. Weirdos that are stalking me and watching me. Let's not do that. Okay, back to it. Oh, it's a punch dragger? I'm not sure what that is. Punch dragger. I'm not sure. I thought it was like some sort of like, I don't know. It's something to kill people with, that I know. Let's go. Smoke with me. We've seen all the weapons. Well, we've seen the ones I can show you. So what's a punch dagger? Can you guys elaborate? Now both of you told me what it is. Now can you tell me what does that mean? Like what does it mean? Where does it come from? It looks to be antique to me, you know? What does it say on it? It says something on it. I can't read it. H&B Incorporated. No date. It's good. It'll get you. It'll get you. Sharp as fuck. Punch dagger. You grip it like you're going to punch. Got you. Love it. Love it. I don't know where I got it. But I've had it for a long time. Never knew what it had a name. I thought it was like a bayonet or something. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was like a bayonet or something like off a gun. Like a stabber from a gun. But no, I'm wrong about that, am I not? This is method up. Yes, thank you, Sleepy Time. The blade shape is a spear point. Holy moly. Oh, who's going to sleep? Huckleberry, you going to bed? Good night. Good night, Miss Huckleberry. I'm your Huckleberry. Oh, look at, there's my shadow. Look at, do you see my shadow? Ooh. La la la. I didn't realize that. You guys know I love a streaming shadow. I love a shadow in general. Do it stink? Absolutely not. It's lovely. It smells like A1 plus vagina. I like how the one guy came in my chat and told me I was talking too much. Oh, I see. So if both sides are sharpened, got you. Vote. What am I voting for? What's tattooed on my hand? So, I have finger tattoos, not hand tattoos. And then both of these are identical except for down here, and these are memorial tattoos. This is to my great grandma, and this is to my father. This was a drawing my father drew for me, and then the fingertips are identical. Some people think it's a henna, but it's not. It's not even supposed to look like a henna. It's just supposed to be decorations, honestly. Because I'm a green witch, I wanted my fingers decorated. And then I also wanted these memorial tattoos. So I won't tattoo my hands, and I'm done tattooing all that. I won't do this hand. My husband is not tattooed at all, so I'm leaving this alone for him. You got them too, so you know the pain of the healing. It wasn't the pain of getting them tattooed, right? Because I'm all tattooed, you know, well, not all, but I have this, you know, I have your typical tramp stamp, whatever, the wrists, but nothing healed like this painful as this, because, you know, you get tattooed here, it heals, you know. This, every time you fucking moved it, it was every scab was splitting. It was hell healing it. I didn't enjoy the healing. It made me feel claustrophobic in my own skin. So it was maybe one of the worst tattoos to heal. I didn't love that. But the way it looks is gorgeous. I think it came out better than I thought. And it's the second time I had it done. It's the first time I had the thumbs done, but most of this was done once already, and it was done by someone who did a horrible job, and it didn't stay, and it was bad lines, so I had to have it done over. And luckily the second time was absolutely perfect and beautiful. I couldn't ask for more. You want to see the tramp stamp again? It's itchy, exactly. Yes, I'm married. So the name of my channel, you guys, is The Real Housewife of Cleveland. Hence the word housewife. So we'll be talking about my soulmate and how I'm in love for the past 18 years with my man, Skippy. Yes. You guys want to say, oh, you'll always see my tramp stamp. Yes, you can see it. To cover up, it was done twice. First, it was an angel done by the very famous Benzo in Chicago, but it was ugly and horrible, so I had it covered up with a tribal butterfly 90s tramp stamp by a Hell's Angel named Spider. So it's big and it's obnoxious and it's 90s and it's tribal and it's a butterfly. So what do you want? It was the 90s. I was in my 20s. Yeah, it's a good tramp stamp. And so what it used to be was an angel head with the wings. But 3 months into it, people were coming up to me and saying, oh, I love your Aerosmith tattoo. And I'd be like, get the fuck. I don't like Aerosmith. So it looked just like the Aerosmith insignia and the way it was shaped because of the angel head and wings. So I had it all blacked out and all just tribal. But in the middle of this big butterfly heart, if you look real close, you can still see the angel face and that comes through. So it's trippy, it's psychedelic, so it kind of looks like it has a face in there as well. This is also a cover-up, right there. So my first tattoo I ever got is behind that fairy wings, and that's what makes the color. It was a little cherub. So I had her tattooed over it. So that's all of them. I don't have any hidden tattoos, you guys. It looks like a moth. Yes, it could be a moth. It's definitely supposed to be a butterfly, but I agree. It might look like a moth. Let me look at it in here. Oh yeah, it's big. I don't look at the back of me often. You know, when I was a stripper and shit I did, but right now I'm not really looking at my back so much, so I kind of forget that I have this. It's a big ass tattoo. Boy, did it hurt. I forget about my tramp stamp sometimes, you guys. I'm so funny having a tramp stamp, aren't I? I'm such a goon. I have the black tribal butterfly tramp stamp cover up from the 90s. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Let's fucking go. Crazy bitch. Oh, so you know or knew Spider from Cleveland, Ohio? Ooh. So he was a Hell's Angel and he wore the leather vest and everything. He owned his own tattoo studio, maybe in Painesville, I want to say. Nice guy, wild guy. He wasn't a boyfriend or anything like that. I met him. He did a lot of tattoos on the strippers in my strip bar, and I was a stripper. So I wanted to cover this up very badly, and he had no problem doing it for a couple $100 in his tattoo studio. He was very professional about it, but it got very infected. You know, not like infected, like gross, but like the skin really rose up afterwards, and yeah, like how tattoos kind of will get infected sometimes. And I think that happens when a tattoo artist is very heavy-handed. So I think he was a little heavy-handed. But he was nice. They say that, you know, Hell's Angels will rape you or rob you, or if you're a woman, be careful. No, they were just gentlemen to me. Nothing but lovely and pleasant. And I was safe. You knew Chucky and you knew Big Vinny. I knew Sandy and you're from Yonkers. And you knew Big Joe and Pirate. So Spider had a girlfriend, Nikita. There's a story where they got into a motorcycle accident, and that's how Nikita died. Does that ring any bells to you? She was a little petite blonde girl. Mallory says it looks like a cigarette bird on the back. Oh, so that's a cancer. That's one of my cancer surgeries that you're seeing there. I don't know if it would get it with the light. So there, right on top of my finger. Yeah, I'm waiting till this camera gets up with it. I want to see if you can see it. So that is one cancer surgery. There's also 2 more right here on my spine. 2 and 3. So that's 3 cancer surgeries that I've had right there. Some cancer surgeries, they don't stitch up considering where the placement is. So that particular surgery was cauterized. So that was an open wound on me for a very long time, you guys. I don't mind showing that because I'm all about cancer survival, okay? And if you don't get those things taken out of you, it's going to grow and grow and grow. So that's why I'm starting to talk about this one. So we're going to get that one done real soon. Do I work? No, I'm a housewife. I'm a housewife. But I am a paid YouTube live streamer and I am a paid TikTok live streamer, okay? I'm a paid content creator on 2 platforms. And I live stream on 4 platforms. YouTube, TikTok, Kick, and Twitch, okay? So that is my only incoming money, and that's only as of lately, hon. I've been married for 18 years. I don't have my own money. My husband works and takes care of me. I'm a kept woman. So if I need something, I just ask him for it. I don't get like an allowance or anything like that, but if I need something, he gets it for me and I ask for it. Right now, me being monetized on these platforms is new for me. It's the first time I've really, in this marriage in 20 years, had my own money. And the last time I had my own money, I was being a stripper in the gentlemen's clubs in Cleveland and in Hollywood, California. So I was used to having a lot of money. So this is kind of nice having a little money in my pocket again, you guys. So no, I don't work, and I don't want to work. I went to college to be an art historian. I was an art history major and an English lit minor. I went to Kent State and I transferred to Cleveland State. I didn't finish. I wanted to get into restoration. I wanted to go to Rome and work on the Vatican ceiling. I wanted to maybe work in the back room at the Cleveland Art Museum and help repair statues. That type of shit. I never ended up doing that because I found Skippy instead. Well, first I became a stripper, and then Skippy saved me from that, and I became a housewife. So I never did go on with anything like that, but I don't care about that because having a career was always secondary to me being a housewife. All I ever wanted was to be barefoot in the kitchen with my Romeo. And I never thought I'd find that, so I was going to school to do something else. And the second I found Skippy, here I am, barefoot in your kitchen and loving it. And I love it. Oh, your sister does restoration at the Guggenheim. Oh, ho, ho. Well, tell your sister thank you for her services. Really wonderful. So I would love that. You know, I could probably sit and listen to her stories all night. Love that. I'd be watching podcasts on the Vatican, them fixing. Love it. What she does is amazing. Sleepy Time Videos is from Indianapolis. Hi, Sleepy Time. I know who you are. Welcome back to chat. I think I even remember that you were from Indianapolis. My friend Michael Alleg, he was from Indianapolis. He was a famous club kid. Danielle says, that's what makes you unique. I think it's beautiful. Aw, thank you. Hell's Angels stood 8 in front of us and protected us when the bullets rang out at a biker rally in the 80s, Sleepy Time says. Ooh, I'm glad you were protected. Bikers are good for that kind of shit. Okay, good night, Sean Stewart. He says, have a great night. He's got to work early. Dark High Life says, you're so beautiful. You're so sweet. Thank you. Okay, well, Angel was my friend too, okay? So before you get talking about some weird, crazy shit, I will tell you right now that Angel was a friend of mine, okay? And he stayed in my house. And Michael was a friend of mine. And after Michael went to jail, and a lot of people didn't like him anymore for killing Angel, I was one of the few people that stood by Michael. The only time I didn't stand by Michael was when he started doing drugs again 2 weeks before he died on Christmas. Okay, and if I had known he was going to die, I would have not have given him the tough love I did. So if you're going to come into my chat, be real careful about what you're talking about. Look. Look. All of these letters are from Michael Alleg in prison. Proof, receipts, Michael Alleg, Kiksaki Family Prison. Oh look, here's just a random picture of me and RuPaul. Interesting, huh? Oh look, here's something that Michael made me in prison with angels on it. So, yeah, I kind of know what I'm talking about when it comes to Michael Alleg, okay? Written to me. And if you want to see something more about this, I have an entire live stream back that I did in December on the anniversary of Michael's death. And I did a whole live stream reading a lot of these and talking about that. But you won't come in my chat and be talking smack about my friends, okay? That you won't do. Oh boy. Where's Astro Earl? Okay, I knew Gitsy, but I didn't know Astro. Hi Clumsy, how are you, Dow? Good to see you in chat. Oh yeah, fuck 'em Clumsy. I've only taken one person out tonight, I think. I'm trying to have a more of a free speech chat now, Clumsy. And only if you're doxing me or my friends, or if you really, really get under my skin. So yeah, I'm doing better with that. Thank you, Clumsy. Where's Richie Rich? Well, Richie Rich does Heatherette now. Okay, he's still doing Heatherette. So that's where he is. He designs an entire clothing line called Heatherette. I recently saw a picture of Richie Rich, and yes, I know him. When he came to Cleveland, he stayed at my house with the rest of them. Look, the point is that Michael killed Angel. No, that's not the point. The point is that Michael did his time for his crime. Okay? That's the point. Murder is bad. I'm not saying that, but he went to prison for a very long time. He paid his price. I'm not saying he learned from it, because he didn't at the end of his life, okay? But he did his time for that. Does that make up for what he did? No, because Angel was my friend too. Keep fighting the good fight. Stay awesome now and have a good stream. Thank you, Clumsy Poo. I love you. My YouTube creator friend. Love you. Have a great night. Thanks for popping in and supporting me like you do. Yeah, murder's bad. Yeah, murder's bad. We're not facade. True. And Gitsy is dead, obviously, so if you want to come and chat and talk bad about Gitsy because she OD'd, because she was miserable, that's rude, you know? You must be one miserable person. Poppy Tender, you love my music? Thank you. It's 1930s music. You can find it here on YouTube. Callie Sober. Yes, I am Callie Sober. There's Clumsy coming in. I didn't see him the first time he came in to chat. Oh, Poppy Tender, you're in Cleveland? Let me go see your channel. I'm going to go to look at your channel. Poppy Tender. Oh, I'm already subscribed to you. I must have known that. I'm already subscribed to you. Awesome. Nice to meet you again. You love my music and you're 44 years old. Well, I love that you love my music and I love that you're the proper age to be in here. Thank you for joining. Sleepy Time says we all have to learn in our own time, in our way, in our own time. Yes. And if you guys don't know what we're talking about here, I had a friend who was a famous club kid named Michael Alec. I had another friend who was a not so famous club kid named Angel. Michael killed Angel. That was a very RuPaul was another person in the gang that we hung out with. A guy named Lee Bowery. You may have heard of them. Ernie Glam. So if you still don't know what I'm talking about, you've heard of Macaulay Culkin. Okay, Macaulay Culkin starred in a movie called Party Monster. That movie, Macaulay Culkin played my friend Michael, who I'm talking about, who killed Angel. Macaulay Culkin played the part of Michael Alec. Michael Alec is the person who wrote me those letters from prison after he killed our friend Angel. It wasn't a popular place for me to be, to stick by my buddy who had just killed my other buddy. But my buddy who just killed my other buddy was on so many drugs he didn't even remember doing it. So I did stick by him for a very, very long time, for 20-ish years, until 2 weeks before he died, because he started doing those same drugs again that he blamed for killing our friend. So when he started doing those drugs again, a lot of us backed off, and we said, tough love, we're not going to fuck with you if you're going to fuck with this. Well, he was dead 2 weeks later, Christmas Eve. Did he kill himself? Did he OD? No one will know. No one will know. So I have a lot of feelings on that story. And again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out the movie Party Monster starring Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay plays my buddy's part. Plants are conscious. Plants are conscious. Yes, I'm a green witch, so yes, I believe that. Love you, Poppy Tender. What time is it? Let me look. Ooh, 12:15. Let me see if Skippy's home yet. If he is, I didn't hear him. Are you here? Okay. I'm gonna come down in 2 minutes, okay? I know, right? Aren't you surprised? Okay, I'll be in a few. I love you. He is home. I didn't hear him come in. I didn't think he was home, or I would have logged off a long time ago. Do you know what he said? He said, stay on. You've gotten a lot of people in your stream tonight. He said, have fun. That's my live streaming content creator husband, Skippy. So he's very lovely and very wonderful and very supportive. Party Monsters was dope. Ketamine. Yes. Now, a lot of that story, it takes the basic story and then turns a lot of it into entertainment. Okay? So a lot of it, like the parts about James St. James making Michael Alec and showing Michael Alec around, no, that never happened. James St. James went as far as to write a book called Disco Bloodbath, and it's all incorrect. There was many times where Michael yelled at James about it, saying, you're writing lies. And James was like, whatever, you're a murderer and you're in jail. Do something about it, bitch. What was Michael going to do? So St. James had a lot to do with what went in that movie. And James made himself look a lot better and more important than he was at that time. I know James very well. He also stayed at my house numerous times. And he was one of the people that stayed at my house and I did not like. Now, my house at that time was a large artist loft downtown Cleveland, Ohio. I worked at a club called Aqualon. They worked at Limelight, I want to say, or maybe it was a tunnel. I think it was, they were working at Limelight because Peter Gation, the owner of that club, was friends with the owner of our club, Angela and Avon Verdun. That's how it was worked out. So they would pay for those people to fly to our club. And they had hotels here in Cleveland, and a lot of them stayed in their hotels. But like RuPaul, Ernie, Goldilocks, Michael, they all stayed in my artist loft, and they stayed there for days. They were there for a week, they stayed there for 6 days. They always brought ecstasy, they always brought meth in their lunch boxes. So nobody was sleeping that week. Do you feel me? Yes, very well. That's what we're talking about. And I just proved it by showing numerous of these letters. And I can prove it even more because you can go back on my live stream here on this channel down in December, and you can view my live stream on the anniversary of his death, December or something, December 23rd, 24th, of me reading all these letters of him from prison. Let me find one that's proof. Here's the picture of me and RuPaul. That is not photoshopped. Here's some pictures of Michael on the back and Ernie Glam. So, like, here's one right here. That's Jennifer Becker. That's my maiden name. Michael Alec. Coxsackie Correctional Facility. So that whole drawer is filled with them. And if you want to see me reading them and showing them on the live stream, we'll go back to my live streams from December. Here's a picture he sent me from prison of one of his art pieces. And he even wrote this on the back. 500 milligrams of fabulous. So he took this with an old Polaroid camera. And this was in a gallery in New York after he got out of prison as well. I don't know if he ever sold it. So yeah, I don't become friends with like Karen down the road. I'm usually a very eccentric person in my friends. So that's what we're talking about now, and someone was in chat arguing with me about that. Who they had some special feelings on that. So I'm bringing out some receipts that I know what I'm talking about. You're not going to come in my chat and talk about Michael like that. Oh, I love Quaaludes. I loved Quaaludes. 714. 714 lemons. Yes, I loved a Quaalude. What was the story that a bunch of hippies had barrels of the 714 lemons? They were big white pills. I did a lot of them in the 90s and the 2000s. Boy, were they yummy. I haven't come around those in a very long time, but I've eaten lots of them, yes. So we have 104 likes on the stream, okay? I've been streaming, oh damn, it doesn't even give me the correct time because my stream did cut off in the middle. So I don't know, I've been streaming for a while, not that long. But to have 104 likes on the stream, thanks you guys. You really did it for me, you really did it for me. And right now we still have at least 24 in chat. So awesome deal. Thumper says, lucky. Yeah. Yeah, I was lucky. I had a lot of Quaaludes back in the day. Did you ever try Seconal? I was trying some Seconal around that time too. The reds, so they were red pills. Used to get them from the same hippies, the same batch of hippies. Seconals were popular, what, in the 60s, right? But I've eaten a couple of those too. They weren't as yummy as the Quaaludes. Hi, Jeffrey Scott. Strangely, we're talking about Quaaludes in chat right now. Welcome. I'm putting more of my personal emojis in the chat just because I want to promote my membership a little more. So if you want to become a member of my channel, you can achieve all these private perks. Private live streams, private videos, behind the scene content that I've been giving away. Private live streams that no one else can see. My goal is to eventually live stream here publicly, but I will turn off all my chat except for my members. That is one of my goals. Ooh, it says you've been playing this so long, do you want to stop it? It thinks I forgot about it. No, keep playing. Continue watching, please. Continue watching. Wolf of Wall Street type shit. Well, it's a lot. It's a lot of type of shit. I'll tell you that. Let's do a little seshy poo, and then since the husband's home, and you know he went out on a special drive. Well, he wasn't driving, but he went somewhere with someone. So I'm going to go hang out with him. So, yes, blink if you love Cleveland. Let's get the Labubu. It's our last seshy poo. Are you going to sesh with me? Stoner Chick ASMR. I know, I'm ridiculous. Sesh. Closing it up for the night. I'm getting ready to dip on you. Only Kansas is lovely. Only Kansas, I was just thinking about you. I was like, she must have gone to bed. Thumper says, no, don't leave us. Oh, hi, Sharpshooter. How are you? Welcome to chat. One of my slaves is here. Slave in chat. Good to see you. Maybe you should get on your knees, Sharpshooter, while you watch me. I'm not kidding. Only Cans. I'm going to have to get, I'm putting this in chat for Only Cans. The next time I get some ginger ale, maybe I'll get it in cans. I can make a video with some cans, you know? Yeah, you know. Oh, TM Thumper, he says, I will subscribe because I love your vibes. Yes, subscribe to me. You guys, if you're not subscribed to me, subscribe to me. That's the most important part. Well, the subscription isn't, but the bell on that is. Make sure your bell is turned on. That way, when I go live every day almost, you guys come here with me. That's the most important part to me. Not the donos, not the numbers. And I said I love all that. But the most important part to me is the bell. So you guys come and meet me here. So I'll be sitting here talking to myself. I think I can. I think I can. You will send me a gift within the week? You will? Okay. You better. You fucking better. And you better be on your knees right now watching. If you're sitting, if you're laying, get on your knees. And you do know how to get gifts for me, right? Right here is the chat. See that little box right there? Everybody watching now and later, hit that little gift box. Look, what it shows me is different than what you see if you don't have gifts, because I've already gone and got my free gifts. It's going to give you an option there, 5 options. You can buy like 5 for $20. You can buy like 10 for $30. Well, one of the options is you can get like 20 of them for free. You push that button and bling, you have all these free gifts that you can give to Mistress Jennifer in Cleveland, slave. So go do that, by the way. And all the rest of you too, not just to give to me, but you're all YouTubers. Every single one of you watching me and in chat is a YouTuber. YouTube is offering every single one of you free gifts. So if you see me getting those floating hearts or the stars, those little animated things, you too can go get those for free right now, you guys. So go do that. I just showed you how. Mallory says this. Mallory! Oh, you have been listening, but you had to do other things. I love that. That's how I watch streamers. Only can. I'm the same way. I'm never like this watching streamers. They're on my big TV. I'm in the other room doing dishes, walking through, taking the dogs out. So I feel you. Thank you for keeping me on when you do that kind of stuff. I love that. No more Coke, though. Fucks my body up. Come down sucks. Yes, I haven't done Coke in 20 years, nor would I ever again. I did a lot of it, and I did some meth with the club kids. So not fun, and I was addicted to it for a little while. I had a problem quitting the Coke. I remember one time, the last time. So yeah, not a good come down, and not a good drug. And the more we age, the less of that we need to be doing, right? That's something we should be doing in our younger years and experimenting with. So if you're my age and doing that, stop. You know, if you're in your 40s or even your 30s and doing that, you should probably stop. You know, that's meant to experiment within your younger years. And if you do go down a road doing that in your later years or on the reg, you're going to regret that. Yo. I love you, BG8. I love you. Only Can says, I don't see anything for free. Drugs are bad, okay? Drugs are bad, okay? Where's Killer? Killer's downstairs. Ooh, but you know what? I have a picture on my wall here of the original Killer. Of Killer, the dog that little white Killer is named after. Do you want to see that? Because there was an original Killer. I'll show you. Right there. There's Killer. That's the original Killer. So that was a Rottweiler. Her name was Killer Buds. That was her registered name. That's Barnabas Maximus the First. So Killer was the sweetest Rottweiler you'd ever know. She never had to be on a leash. She was 150 pounds. She knew all English. She was like one of my soulmates, one of my soul dogs. When we adopted little white Killer, the Chihuahua downstairs, we couldn't find a name for her. We would go over everything and we just couldn't figure out a name for her. But it was so funny that she was a biter, right? She was mean. She had this mean attitude. So I kept thinking of Killer, my Rottweiler. Now she was sweet and lovable. Hair flip. But little Killer downstairs is sweet and lovable as she is. She'll bite your face off and your ass. So I even said to Skippy, I was like, would it be okay if we like made her Killer the second? he's like, I think that's a great idea. So Killer the White Chihuahua is named after that big Rottweiler, who is also my dog. And that's the first time I've ever given another name to another dog and made them the second. It's a lot bigger than the current Killer, yes, and she was a lot nicer. She would never, well, she would have bit someone if they came after me or if I told her to. She lived in the film building with me with the angel tombstone of Mary Keoki Monroe's. As much as I was beat up by my ex-boyfriend, that Rottweiler Killer was beat up by my ex-boyfriend. She was very badly abused by Matt. And when I escaped out of the film building, the only thing I took was Killer, that Rottweiler. So when I do talk about Dope Girl Melissa a lot, and I give her a hard time because she left her RV with an armload of makeup and not her dog. Yeah, that's why I say that, because I've been in that same situation, and I did leave a bad situation, but I took my dog with me and nothing else, okay? I didn't have any makeup. Who are you? So I talked about this tapestry a couple times tonight. You missed that. Only Cans. This is one of my pride and joys too. Skip got this for me at an estate sale. So yes, this is an old silk tapestry, and it's from the 70s. It's vintage. I don't really have tapestries in my house. You know, I like framed pieces, but this piece is pretty amazing. And it's really soft in silk, and it's in perfect condition. Who are you? Who are you? Curiouser and curiouser. That's my favorite line from Alice in Wonderland, and I say it a lot, you guys. Curiouser and curiouser, like me. Sarah Payne, hi, how are you? Welcome to chat. Yeah, so can you see it, Only Cans? So it's Alice, the mushroom, the caterpillar, but the caterpillar is smoking a huge hookah, huge ass hookah, and she's peering over it. It's really lovely. I think I'm a little cold. I sound nasally. I feel a little nasally. I keep just wanting to be like this. Oh, you know what that probably is? That's probably sinuses, right? Because I feel it up in here and I'm wanting to, like, do this. Although, I don't feel like sick. I don't feel like I have a virus, but I do feel a little stuffy. TBH. Do you want to see a childhood picture of me? I've got one in here. Oopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy. I'll show you this cute picture. Oh, and Heather was asking about my Chanel earlier. Could you show this one, Heather? I don't know if you're still in chat, Heather. Oh, yes, Heather. That's just my pink one. This. Okay, so look at this little crazy one. Look at her. Look at her, Only Cans. You knew it was going to be a problem back then, didn't you? Oh, look at that amazing tulip. Look at that amazing tulip that you just gave me. Hey, that was an amazing gift. Ooh. Mallory Morning sent me tulips. Wow, that was amazing, Mallory. I've gotten a lot of gifts. That was the best one yet, Mallory. Those tulips, how they came from the bottom. Jesus Christ. I mean, Only Cans, even back then. Even back here with the sunglasses and the hat, look at the attitude of this bitch. Seriously. And I'll show you this one. Look at this one. I told you I was I was into horses. That's me. And that's a blue ribbon on Cherokee's bridle right there. He was a thoroughbred. That was a show. Hollywood, my hair is Hollywood. Thank you, Only Cans. Not me. What? Only Cans. No, it does look pretty. It's a slight, fuck the ring light, or maybe I need to turn the ing light up. Yes, I ride only English. Like, I know how to ride Western. And the first horse I had was a quarter horse, a spotless Appaloosa quarter horse, and she knew how to barrel race. So I have barrel raced before, and I did have a Western saddle, but I didn't like it. I rode Hunter Jumper. I showed Hunter Jumper. I rode equestrian English only. And I had a Pretty So saddle, which was a very English saddle. Very into the English aspect of it. I do have more pictures over there. I don't really want to show any more on my wall, though. Same, yes. So okay, well then I've got to show you this then. But I can't show, I don't want to show too much of the room. Okay, so over here, so this is like a collage of my horse years. That was, he was my bay. Nick again. There's me with my groom doing my horse's tail. I had my own groom. There's my Pretty So saddle that I talked about. Look at me here with the feathered hair and the braces. The feathered hair and the braces, girls and boys. Look at me here. I'm wearing English chaps and an Izod shirt. So yes, these are my horse years. This was trailering it around. So I have a lot of good horse memories, you guys. I'm glad to know that you rode horses too, only cans, because I did. How many times can I disconnect that shit? A few. What happens is I keep putting it in my tripod and it hits the button on the side. Same on the Western and barrel racing. I was wanting to ride English and never could lay off my horn. Well, my dad obviously was around at that time because he had bought all the horses, and he thought he was a cowboy. He thought he was Chuck Norris. So he had a big Western saddle, and he would like to come on a Sunday and put the big Western saddle on my English horse and ride his country ass down the trail and shit and, think he was a cowboy. And I had many fights with my father over that. Like, don't you put that Western saddle on my English horse? He was like, I bought that horse. I'll do what I please. So we were both right. I was wrong, I'm sure, at the end of the day. But we had a big Western saddle. And I do remember once or twice even taking it down trail. We had a really good trail down there in the Metro Parks. It was Rocky River Stables in Ohio. I really miss that part of my life. And Skip and I do plan on flipping this house and moving to a different place with a little more, like a couple acres. And I do want to get a little barn. And I've said this many times, but I only want to get chickens and one goat. I'm not going to get a horse. I do, however, want to get on horseback again. I just don't want to own a horse, and I don't want that responsibility. I talked about it with him, and I said I'd love to get on horseback this summer and live stream it. So the only way I can get on horseback, and I do it about once a year, is I'll take lessons at that same barn. And it'll cost $50 to $100 to $150, but I can get 1 to 2 to 3 hours on horseback and even maybe do some dressage. And yes, it's a lesson, but if you ride horses, you never quit taking lessons. And if that's what I have to do to get on a horse, I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna plan on doing something like that this summer and having you guys probably come with me. Heather's back. Heather Pooh. All of your friends did, but they were all older than you. Barn friends. Barn friends were something interesting, weren't they? I had a lot of barn friends. My barn friends taught me how to smoke cigarettes. They made me bring beer to the barn that I stole from my parents. Yeah, my barn friends made me smoke cigarettes in the hay barn. That's never a good idea. So the barn friends were not good, usually. How about you? ASMR. ASMR sesh. We still have 25 in chat and 106 likes. If you guys haven't liked the stream, double tap the screen to like the stream. Heather, oh, are you telling me to stay off stream? Was it bad? How bad was it? Thank you, Heather Poe. Do I have kids? No, I didn't want kids. I'm that girl that didn't want children. I've been happily married for over 18 years. Before I married my husband, I told him, if you marry me, you're not going to have kids because I don't want to have kids. And I can have kids, so we're going to have to work real hard to be very careful because I don't want any mistakes. I didn't want to be that girl to irresponsibly have a child. And it would have been irresponsible for me to have a child because I've been through too much abuse. And I have to work on my own trauma for my life. I would have been a horrible mother, so no kids for me. We rescue senior elderly dogs with special needs instead. RV Flies. RV Flies is here. Welcome to chat. RV Flies is here. Oh, we should probably shake our boobs for RV Flies. He don't care about any of that witchy poo stuff. He just wants to see my boobs. Good to see you, honey. Welcome to chat. Yeah, no, I got the lip boo out. It's happening, RV Flies. We'll hit one for you. Sesh with me, RV. Sesh with me. RV Flies usually has good weed. I wonder if you do. Heather says, what about the future? Only kids, we never smoked or did anything bad. What about the future, Heather? What are you asking? That's a very unselfish thing to do. More females should have been that selfish and not popped out kids they don't want. Exactly. Look at all those women that are on welfare with no husbands, different daddies, beating their kids on Facebook all day long, you know. I would have been worse than that because I was abused. So, you know, I wanted to break that chain. And I really honestly need to work on myself. If you don't want to have kids in the future, well, Heather, I'm 56, so that ship has sailed scientifically. Okay, I can't have kids now, but I never wanted to have kids, and I don't. My future is 100% complete without children. Children would have interrupted my future. So not everyone thinks that, oh, you have to have kids to have a complete future. Actually, that's a very shallow way of thinking. Right? That's a very one-sided way of thinking, because if I would have had kids, it would have ruined my future and theirs. So I was responsible enough to not do that. And I don't feel like I lost out on anything. I actually feel like I gained something in it. Yeah, and kids aren't for everybody. Just because you're a female doesn't mean that you should have a child. No, you shouldn't. I see many children that shouldn't be with the mothers they're with. And Mallory says, I have 4 girls. Well, you are doing God's work. You're doing more than I could do. It just wasn't for me. I was never a maternal girl. I never wanted kids. I always knew I wanted to rescue dogs. Okay, always. Here on my wall, I'm going to show you. There's pictures of dogs. There's picture of dogs. There's picture of dogs. There's pictures of dogs. Okay, there's me and Skippy, but there's Skippy and dogs. See, so who would have taken care of all these little dogs if I would have had kids? So we all have our different, look, all roads lead to Rome, you guys, and not everybody has the same path. Yeah, and honestly, marriages are going to work out better. If you don't have kids, I'm sorry, but statistics do say that, and Only Can says some of my happiest married friends are the ones that don't have kids. Yes, well, you can work more on yourself and then more on your relationship than people with kids, because if you have kids, your priority is them. You have to put them first, and your husband or your wife is not going to come first. So that's the difference in that. And I knew that. I was self-aware of that before I got married, and that's what I wanted. I wanted Romeo and Juliet forever. That's what my future holds, Heather. That's what I want for my future, is me and my soulmate growing old and only staring into each other's eyes, not worrying about anyone else. That's what I want, Heather. So, and like Mallory, that has 4 girls. Like, good for you. I just know I couldn't have done that. And so I was self-aware enough to not do that. And anybody who doesn't understand that way of thinking, I want you to rewind that and listen to that again and do a little bit of soul searching, okay? For real. For real. Because women aren't breeders, okay? And you're not put on this earth to have children. That doesn't define you. You're here on this earth for you, okay? Don't forget that. And if you're not happy with yourself and that you could be alone with yourself in the future, then you shouldn't be bringing in kids into your life to make you happy. Okay? And if you think that kids are your future, it's not true. You are your future. You create your future. I don't believe that kids are your future at all. Society, only Kansas smart. She says society puts the pressure to procreate on females, and it's ingrained so deeply into us. It's hard to understand not having kids for most. Yes, agreed. RB Fly says cheers. Sugar toes, not surgery. LOL, Sarah says. Mallory says, my husband, only my girl now. Okay. And I don't even know who this person is. KLJFG, it's AUHE, he says needy a proxy 54XYA. So, okay. Alrighty to you. Only Cans and RB Flies are saying hello because they know each other. Hi, Jim. Hi, Wade. Wade is good. What would you like me to model? We're done modeling for the night. I'll do a spin for you, and then we're going to finish this sesh on the Labubu, and then I'm going to log off. But we've done enough modeling for the day. This is the second time I've streamed today. We've been doing so good on the streaming, not only just the watch hours, but the donos, and I've been vibing, and I've been wanting to stream. So that's what we've been doing. So the streaming's been going good, and we're stacking our live streams and our daily documentation and our diary. We're stacking them like cards. Does Skip have a friend over? No, only Cans. Skip doesn't have friends over. Friends aren't allowed over, and Skip doesn't really have any friends. He doesn't hang out with the guys, and I don't hang out with the girls. He did go out with his buddy to get some weed, and the buddy came and picked him up, and they went and got some weed, and they dropped him off back home. But no, we never have people over. My house is sacred. People don't come in, ever. And Skip never goes out and hangs out with guys. I don't hang out and go out with girls. If Skip's not at work, we are together, unless he's getting weed. So that's just what that was. Okay, I was just wanting to prank the guest. You're funny. I like your way of thinking, though. You want us to prank Skippy? He's just sitting down there waiting for me. I was going to get off a few minutes ago. Oh, not get off. I can't do that on stream. But I was going to abandon stream and go hang out with him, and I told him that. And he was like, no, stay on for a few minutes. Your stream's doing really well. So I can't see my numbers here, but I can tell you guys, if I have already 112 likes, that this stream is going to go over 5K. So by the time I abandon the stream, I won't be able to see my correct numbers for a few hours, but I can tell by my numbers. So this was a really good, successful stream, you guys. Thank you for coming in and participating. I appreciate you very much, you guys. I've been trying to do some late night streams on the weekends, and I had been juggling in my mind if I was going to maybe do this in front of my vanity, and I like this. We'll keep doing this because I don't want to film in my upstairs anywhere else, in any of my other rooms, and especially my bedroom. But I like this little area. This has a lot of stuff from my childhood in here, and it is a secondary guest room. So I love this. I love that you will hang out with me a little bit in here. But I do want to get off stream. I do want to get off. That's why. I want to go hang out with Skippy. Yes, I just said that. Any new hash? That was a good hit. Well, Heather, you always call it hash. It's not hash. It's concentrate. Concentrate is actually dabs. And that can be in different forms. So yeah, I have had some dabs in the past few days. We smoked the last of it today, and it was called Cinderella's Dream. Okay, I think I smoked a little bit of it this morning on stream. And then I had a little bit more, and Skippy and I smoked that together this afternoon, and it is gone now. Oh, but he just went out to go get some stuff, so we might have new. I don't know what's here now. I don't know. So I need to go soon and go do that because it's late. I don't know what time it is. Heather, can you tell me what time it is for me at my house? Cleveland time? Oh, I can just ask Alexa. What am I doing? Time.
The time is 12:52 a.m.
Oh, you guys, it's way past my bedtime. Way past my bedtime. The clown thing, yes. The clown thing was a lot. I forgot about that. We should prank him. That guy, man. He has an amazing koi pond in the summer. So I can film that from my upstairs window down and do all these like ASMR koi pond videos. So I look forward to that. Yeah, remember we were so scared about that clown? Like, where did that clown come from? Why is it looking at me like someone had to place it there? He fucking did that because he thought I'd like it because I'm a spooky chick. That's funny. That's funny to think. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me of that. Only cans. Yes, I just asked Alexa. Thank you, Heather. You know, Heather always comes through when I ask her for help. Thank you for that, Heather. Love you, girl. You're watching from Georgia, Sarah Payne. Oh, hello, Georgia. Hello, Georgia. Welcome. It's nice to meet you, Sarah. Are you subscribed to me? You've been in chat for a while tonight. Sarah says, I'll call you Tuesday. Tomorrow grant you a gift. Passing by you to Washington on April 11th. Sarah, I have no idea what you're talking about. You will call me on Tuesday? Well, you don't have my phone number. And you're going to grant me a gift? That part I like. But you're passing by to Washington on the 11th. Okay, Sarah. What's going on, girl? I don't know what you're talking about. Gaines says too. Hi, darling. How are you? Only Can says good night. Shark and Ghost and Hearts. Yes, Only Cans. We can't do better than that. One more Labubu, and then I'm outie. I had fun with you guys tonight. Thank you for staying up late with me, and thank you for going through all my Chanel and my Alice in Wonderland weirdness. Oh, okay. I couldn't understand what you were saying. Grant you a gift on Tuesday. Pay period. LOL. Yes, got you now, girl. Got you now. Girl, sometimes I be going in other people's chats, and if you write the wrong typo, you're just like, dang it. And yeah, no, I didn't know what you're saying. I got it now. Thank you, girl. Mugamoo. It's Mugamoo right there. You see it? It says Mugsy, and then it says Tiny Mugamoo in a paw print. That's him right there. It's an urn, you know. I bought it. Well, I had Skip buy it for me to put his ashes in. That holds a little bit of his ashes. But once I got it, I was like, you know what? The charm is enough. I don't need to be digging through Mugamoo's ashes and put them in there. I think that was a good plan. Just leave his ashes intact, okay? I miss that little shit. I'll tell you what. I miss that little shit. We're thinking about you, Tiny Mugamoo. We miss you, boo. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. Happy Saturday night. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you're subscribed and you have your bell on for me. Okay? Make sure you come back and hang out with me next time I go live. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow is when I do my famous, and yes, I do mean famous, Sunday church stream. You know we be getting crazy. That stream is not monetized. We're going to get wild tomorrow. Little boo-boo, we're going to wear her out. I'm probably going to sleep in, so I can't see it being very early tomorrow. But maybe I wear a fancy dress tomorrow. Okay? I actually have one picked out. Ladies, do you want to see it? I'll give you a preview. This is the one I picked out for tomorrow. But look at, okay, so it's got the ruching, but look at the bottom. Right? So I thought maybe we'd do that tomorrow. Yes? Yes. Okay, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow for Sunday church stream. And that being said, to my new people, I have a star seed. So we're not talking your regular kind of church. We're just going to party and gather. Okay? I love you all. The boo-boo loves you more. Mugaboo. He was a little warrior. Let's go out on him. Tiny Mugamoos. We miss you, buddy. We miss you. Look at him there. He was angry. He said, Mother, don't take my picture. And his little neck was coming out of the shirt. And he wasn't as gray. This was probably taken 10 years ago. Tiny Mugamoo. There's his little footprint in 2024. There's his candles when he turned 25. There's his candle when he turned 24. There's some of his hair. I cut it off of his dead little body. There's a snout print. And there's another footprint. That was Benjamin Button. That was his buddy. Benjamin Button. And this was Dasha, the Pomeranian. Yeah, they were all pretty wonderful. Look, here's Skippy, and he's holding Benjamin Button and Muggsy. There's Tiny Mugamoo when he was younger. He was a lot younger then. Yes, when he was with Benjamin Button. Benjamin Button was very old, and Benjamin Button had Alzheimer's. So he forgot who we were every 15 minutes. That was a lot of fun. Oh, I'm sorry, Eric, to get you missing your dog. That's the worst. I didn't mean to do that. I was missing my dog, and that helped me feel a little bit better. On that note, I gotta go. I'm gonna go hang out with Skippy. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me in front of the tapestry. Don't forget, go smoke, have a sesh. I love you.